Make sure you stop by and check out my new game, Hole-in-One Golf, at scalfmission.itch.io. Get a hole-in-one every time by cheating. Add bumpers, fans, and even gravity wells to these challenging putt-putt golf courses and get a hole-in-one every time. And check out the leaderboard to crush your enemies and see them driven before you. And maybe check out their solutions to a hole while you're there. scalfmission.itch.io, link in the description. Link in the description. Okay, so this is another game that we have coming from DM. This is Tanktistic by Amfai. In the message they said, the only thing I'm impressed with myself is the art, but could be nice to get more feedback. And I will say, I really like these cute little tanks. This reminds me a lot of a game I made, which I'll talk about in a second. In terms of the art, but anyway, let's give it a try. Help! What do I do? What is these serial numbers? Serial numbers is used to estimate the amount of tanks that is incoming. Some formula are here. Okay, German tank problem. Okay, this is apparently like a mathematical problem or something like that. But if you don't want to do math, you can just insert the highest number plus some extra. You don't know how to defend. You just insert the number of tanks you want to defend with in the darker input areas. Okay, let's just give it a try. This is not going to make sense for me just reading it. Wow, I dig the music. Known attacking tanks. Serial numbers 19, 5, 29, 90, 117. It said put in the highest number. Okay, so let's just do 117. Okay. I don't really know what just happened. So I guess I don't know what the German tank problem is. Okay, you know what? We're going to research this real quick, okay? We're going to go back to this Wikipedia. Statistical theory of estimation. The German tank problem consists of estimating the maximum of a discrete uniform distribution from sampling without replacement. In simple terms, suppose there exists an unknown number of items which are sequentially numbered from 1 to n. A random sample of these items is taken and their sequence numbers observed. The problem is to estimate n from these observed numbers. The problem can be approached by using either frequentist interference or Bayesian inference, leading to different results. Estimating the population maximum based on a single sample yields divergent results, whereas estimation based on multiple samples is a practical estimation. Okay, okay. Assuming tanks are assigned as equal, assigned sequential numbers starting with 1. Suppose that 4 tanks are captured and they have the serial numbers 19, 40, 42, and 60. A frequentist approach predicts that the total number of tanks will be 74. Doesn't really explain why. Using the minimum variance unbiased estimator. Okay. The MVUE or UMVUE is an unbiased estimator which has lower variance. Consider the estimation of G of 0 based on data x1, x2 through xn from some number of a family of densities. An unbiased estimator, blah, 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 blah. Okay. You know what we're going to do? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask ChatGPT about this because, man, this is rough. All right, so I'm going to say, I'm going to copy paste that bit, and I'm going to say, assuming tanks, explain to me how they got 74. All right, ChatGPT says it's explaining the German tank problem, and it's explaining the MVUE estimator. The MVUE formula is the formula for the total number of tanks is N equals M plus M over K minus 1. Okay. So let's plug in M is 60. Why? Oh, because 60 is the highest number, I guess. The maximum, yes, okay. K is 4. And can I get this where I wanna just look at the whole chat without having my close sidebar. There we go. Okay. So all right. So M is 60. K is 4. What's K? Is the sample size? Okay. So K is the sample size. So 60 plus 60 over 4 minus 1. So 60 plus 15 minus 1 is 74. Okay. So let's try to apply that then to this game. Okay. All right, we have a sample size of 8, so K equals 8, and our maximum here is loud music. Our maximum is loud music. Have I been okay? I'll turn this down just a little bit for the recording because it's really loud. All right. Our maximum on this one is 69, and our sample size is 8. So 69. Okay, I can't remember the formula. 69 plus 69 over 8 minus 1. Okay. Here, I'm gonna get. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a spreadsheet going. Okay, so we've got our value M, our value K, and then our MVUE. And so this needs to equal M plus M divided by K minus 1, I think. Alright, so our sample size is 8, our highest is 69. Alright, so 76, let's put in 77 here. 77. Versus 72. Okay. Rad. That seemed to have worked. Okay, so our sample size is always going to be 8, looks like. Our highest here is 253. Alright, so I'm going to say 283. Awesome. So this seems to be working fairly well. And I'm assuming, like, it's like, you know, if you're way overestimated, then you're going to be losing money, probably. Alright, so 8... and 65. Okay, 72. I still don't understand any of the underlying theory behind this, but that's okay. Now, how did we crush them so badly with 72 versus 70? Okay. 129. I'm just going to keep this on my other monitor so I don't have to keep taking the tanks off screen. 129, 144. Bum, 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 bum. 95 is our max. 95. We're gonna go 105. Sick. Okay. You know, the problem with having the same sample size every time is that this is probably a bit more linear than what you'd like. You know, I could probably just guess a little bit higher every time than the thing, but I don't want to do that though because I've got my nice little formula. Is this really loud? I feel like this is really loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more even. Okay. So, I lost my formula. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay. So this one, our max is 109. 121. Oh, I actually lost that one. What happens? Was that just is this like a margin of error? Okay. This one's going to be weird because the max is really low. 22. We're going to go 24. Perfect. Look at that. I don't understand how we're winning by such huge margins, though. Okay, 53. Oh, wait, don't put that in there. That's not where that goes. 53. 59, let's say. 82? Did I miss, like, a max number there? I must have mixed a max number, is all I can figure. Okay. Does the enemy not have HP? Or are they just infinite? 112, 119, 126. Like, is there an ending to this game? I think 126 is the max, right? I think I fucked that up last time. 126. 141, let's say. Okay. Or, like, the time where I lost, is it showing the weakness of the frequent distance? Oh, okay, I win. Alright, sick. I'm gonna try just, like, making guesses without doing the math at all this time and see how that goes. 107's our max. Let's go, like, 150. Oh! I lost on that one. Okay. I think the bigger the number, the bigger the overestimated I gotta do. So 85's our max here, so let's do 110. 86. Well, I kind of crushed that one a little bit. Wait, if I just overwhelm them completely, what happens? What happens there? Do I just gotta run them out of money? Okay, our max is 141. So let's go like 500. What happens here? Is it like only a certain amount I can outstrip them by, I guess? Okay, that makes sense, because otherwise I could just blow it out. Alright, 183 is our max. I'm going to go 250. So you can just kind of guess, you know, and it'll kind of get you there. Kind of eyeball it without putting the number in. 28's our max. No, 29's our max. So let's go like 50. Not 590, please. Okay. I feel like I'm doing just as good or better by completely guessing. I'm gonna go 3 right here. Or actually, how's that possible? We got 8 tanks and 6 of them have the serial number of 1? Or 4 of them do? 6 of them do, yeah. I'm gonna go 5. 2. Could have gone 3, that would have been fine. Okay, 105, let's go 150. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm just going to try every time just doing like 150% of whatever the max is and see if that plays out just as well. So, 50's our max, so let's go 75. I think I'm almost out of money, though. Oh, negative 40. I'm in negative money right now. Does that mean can I do anything? Am I dead? Okay. 136. Let's go, 180. Did I even have enough money to do that? And I lost anyway. Okay, I won? That didn't seem like I won. Okay, whatever. Alright. Here, real quick before we get into rating, let me show you the game I had. It's not similar from a gameplay perspective at all, but it's kind of similar in terms of appearance. And hey, this is one of the few games where I actually made the music on it, so that's interesting. You know, that's interesting, man. It's called Haywire, and it's a belt factory game where you make, you know, like you do like Factorio or whatever, where you got belts, and it starts you off with this little guy. But we have recipes here where we have like the basic. This is like the basic microbot, and then tanks and speed bots, and so every time that you get all the resources you need from a microbot, it goes down the belt and it ships out, and it'll come out up here. And we'll make little bots up here, and the enemy will make little bots out of its portal up here. So let's try and get like a tank, or what? I'll just do like another microbot assembly here. So we need 1 battery, 4 wheel, and 6 plates. Okay. So a battery, is 1 titanium, 1 palladium. Or let's start with our microbot, I guess. Yeah, we'll put that right here. Yep, and then 1 battery. Let's make a belt to go to this thing. Boom, 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 just like that. And a battery. And then I think it needed 4 wheels, right? And 6 plates. So wheels, we'll just do like 2 of these like this. Or we'll go ahead and do all 4. And a wheel takes 1 carbon. Oh wait, no, that's a tire. We don't want tires, we want wheels. There we go. Wheels just take 1 titanium. Okay. And then plates take also 1 titanium. So we'll get 6 of these going. There we go. And one more. We need 1 more belt. And then we just need to load everything up with titanium. There we go. That should get us everything except the battery. I think we need palladium for the battery. There we go. All right, so that should be everything we need to make a microbot. And so these should start producing microbots really quickly. There we go. All right, so now I'm like flooding the thing with microbots. And obviously, your tanks look a lot better than my microbots, but I have better looking models for the more complicated tanks. Like your tank reminds me of this one, of the tank, my actual tank. But I don't want to go into the like. Oh, there's a tank. See the purple tank? The bad guy. Or no, wait, that was a sniper. That was a sniper. But it's like the same kind of I'm loading up tanks to go and fight the bad tanks, you know, kind of strategy. And now I'm getting cooked by these enemy snipers over here, but I'm making like a lot of microbots. Anyway, I don't want to like sit here and, you know, break an arm, jerking myself off over my game. So let's go back and rate your game now. Do I still have it open? Oh no, I think I closed it. There it is. Okay, how do I go back from here? There we go. Okay, let's rate this guy. So, all right. Presentation and everything is wonderful. I really love the Advance Wars type look of this, you know, like the perspective and the cool little, like, you know, backgrounds and everything. You know, you stuck to the 4-color theme really well. It looks really nice. The sound effects are really good. The music is a little overwhelming. You probably need audio controls. So anyway, the only thing is, I will say, it's neat that that you're doing this on this like statistical algorithm, but that's impenetrable. I had to go read a Wikipedia page and ask ChatGPT to explain it to me. This is the opposite of good gameplay. So I'll give this like a 2 on enjoyment. Conceptually, I'll give you a 5 because this is like some, you know, above the shoulders mustard shit, right? Presentation, I think it looks really good. You know, it's great. It's all fine. I'll also give you a 4 in the limitation since it looks nice with 4 colors. So all in all, really cool. If a little bit ridiculously difficult to understand gameplay wise, and not very deep gameplay at that. Because once you do figure it out, it's just kind of like doing math and putting in numbers. But artistically, everything's great, and yeah, good job.